these are great questions as well, and probably one of the easiest jobs I'll have today is introducing a man that needs no introduction. But one of the most popular athletes ever in NC State history, one of the greatest college football quarterbacks in history, and a future NFL Hall of Famer is here with us today. And let's give a big welcome to Phillip Rivers.
Morning, thank you.
Good morning. Welcome home.
It's great to be back. I've been able to come back a few times. It's a long way to come, but I've been able to come a few times, but not for a football event or around the spring game. Seen a bunch of old teammates and get to really feel part of it again. So it's great to be back. And I tell you, time flies. It seems like just the other day I was shooting Athens, Alabama, getting Joe Pate making phone calls and recruit me, and coming up to a summer camp to the old Weisinger Brown building and seeing everything for the first time, and in the back seat riding to my grandmother's house Thanksgiving and hearing the news about Mike O'Kane, that he had been let go, and thinking, what in the world am I going to do now? And Coach Pate kind of held that together, so he deserves a lot of the credit for really a lot of the reason why I'm here and why I came to NC State. Shoot, I think about the old, and y'all remember the old Weisinger Brown building and the whole old practice fields and all that. And it was a neat place. It was small, but it was clean, and it wasn't what Georgia and Auburn and all those other places had to offer, but there was something special about it even back then. Just that I felt about NC State and the people and the family atmosphere that it was, and then now it has both. Has that still same small? I think it's good. I think it's okay to have that small feeling, because that's where people feel comfortable. But it's got this now. I mean, that indoor facility and these, this Vaughn Towers and the Murphy Center, which I got in my senior year, and the end zone closed in. I mean, this is as big time as anywhere in the nation. But I remember getting here that first winter, graduating high school early, that first winter, 10 hours from home, and Mom and Dad pulling out what was the Stroud Center over there off of Western Boulevard. And I remember crying my eyes out thinking, where am I? And it wasn't but about a weekend or two later. So if y'all may remember that winter 2000, it snowed about 20 inches, I think. And so everything's closed down. I've met about 3 or 4 people. And I remember walking with Adrian Wilson, LeVar Fisher, and those guys. We were walking around the Stroud Center, and I was trying to buddy up to them, a little bit. Hey, I'm trying to. I mean, they're all strangers to me, and so I was cutting up with them like I always do. But I didn't know them very well yet. LeVar Fisher had me head first in the sand about 2 feet, in the snow about 2 feet, and I remember thinking, gosh, welcome to NC State. But it was a great 4 years, our time here. Married Tiffany after my freshman year, and then our oldest Hallie was the only child of ours that was born here, and she still claims Raleigh as her first home. And she was able to come back with me 2 years ago, and for the graduation, I was able to show her, where we lived and all those things. And she has a couple of NC State shirts. My oldest daughter, that's her favorite T-shirt. I mean, she is a huge NC State fan, even though she was 2 years old and doesn't remember any of those games or touchdowns. But I remember running out of that tunnel against Arkansas State, my first game, my freshman year. It was pouring rain sideways, and I came out of that tunnel. I can still remember it, and it was. Even now, I think I can't get my breath. I remember thinking, "Oh my goodness, how many? I can't believe how many people are here." I played in front of high school crowds, a couple thousand, and thank goodness we kicked off first that night, because I wouldn't have been very good that first series. I mean, I was trying to get it together over there, just in awe of looking around at all the people. And I'm sure many of you were at that game, but we threw it 57 times. as Norm Chow in my first game. We were 57 times in a sideways rainstorm. And won in triple overtime, I think it was. And that just kind of, I said, my career started off in such an exciting way. And, we went to Indiana right after that and won. Terrence Holt blocked the field goal. He and I laughed about that the other night. I was sitting on the sideline, and I remember telling Eric Leak, they were getting ready to kick a field goal to tie it up. And I told Eric Leak, I said, I don't think I can, here was 18, second year, and I said, I don't think I can do another overtime. And Terrence Holt blocked the field goal the very next play. But it was just a special time here, and there's many others. Those are just the first memories of mine that I have. So many over those 4 years and 51 games, and I think it's easy to talk about the games and those memories, but I really think it's the people. It's the people that make places special, and that make places at home. And a lot of the same people I've seen being back, today and yesterday, and a lot of people weren't here that are here now. A lot of people are long gone that were here when I was here, but it was the people that made it special. So getting to be around the guys, yesterday and laugh about all those things we did when we were 18, 19 years old. We were kids and all the fun we had, and so it was special. So I really thank you guys. You guys are a part of all these kids' careers here. All that you do around the state and raising money and just supporting the Wolfpack. I mean, that's how these guys get a scholarship. So for me, it was to go to school for free. To go to school for free and get to play football, it's about as good as it gets. I really thought there's no way I was going to get all emotional, but it's just when you I think truly though, it's just when something you really love and a place you care about, and when you have such special memories, it's just that way. When you look back and think, gosh, where did time go? That was 16 years ago when I walked in here last, that January. It's just crazy, and I'm still playing. I still like it, which is not didn't mean to tell a bunch of stories about myself, but I really appreciate all that y'all do for the Wolfpack Club and for NC State, and really, and this is a first-class university and a first-class. And I know in general in all the sports, but just there's no, you can go anywhere in the country and not see a place better than this. I texted my brother last night who went to LSU and ran some places, and he asked me, "How's the indoor?" And I said, "It's as good as LSU's." And he said, "No." I said, I've been in both of them. I was like, it's as good. This is as good of a place. Yeah. This is as good as a place. Newer than LSU. It's as good of a place as anywhere. And I don't know Coach Dorn well, but he excites me. Just his passion and energy for the program. And I've actually gotten to spend a little time around Eli, the new offensive coordinator, this morning. I came over early and told Annabelle, I was like, "Hey, I think we'll go up there and just talk football if he's here." And so I've been in his office just chit-chatting about football, and got to see him run his quarterbacks through drills and watch practice yesterday, and he fires me up for what I think he can do. I could play for him in a heartbeat. The stuff he does, the energy he has, and I think the way he approaches it and the person he seems to be. So I think there's good days ahead for NC State, and I certainly pull for the pack like crazy way out there on the West Coast. And we have those walkthroughs and things on Saturday mornings before our games on Sunday. So when the games are on, and all the guys represent obviously their schools, and so it's fun. Anytime NC State's playing at Clemson, we have former Clemson players there, or wherever it is. And this year we got Notre Dame coming in here, which is awesome, and we got Manti Te'o and a couple other Notre Dame guys there. So that'll be a fun weekend, I'm sure. I'll have a few friendly bets on that game. It's
Notre Dame game.
It's good. I did too. We talked about that year last night. That was a special year. We stumped our toe those 3 games, Virginia and Georgia Tech and Maryland, but finished Florida State and went down there to the Gator Bowl and got Notre Dame 28-6. That game, that was special. I grew up a Notre Dame fan actually, and my granddad was a huge Notre Dame fan. He took me to see Rudy, and when I was 12 or 13, and so getting to play Notre Dame was really a dream of mine, and having him there, of course, all my folks there, and then beating them was certainly, that's a game certainly that stands out. But I'm actually headed to a team meeting, talk to the guys, so I'm gonna have to run. But it's great to be back. I appreciate the warm welcome, and thanks for all y'all do.